Yo, what up, and welcome back to Pnoid News. Man, listen, all right, if you hear some kids crying in the background, I apologize. My daughters are being brats. Like, it is what it is. I mean, they go home in an hour. So, it is what it is. But I got to cut this video today, legit, because, well, let's be honest. This is something we've been covering for a long time, and it needs to be covered today. So let's talk about it. Everybody's complaining about Afghanistan and what happened and why, the Taliban are taking back over. So I figured, we'd go over basically what happened, why, who, what, when, all these type of things. Take a couple minutes, let's get down to it. All right. So Afghanistan's a country, right? Let's start this. Afghanistan's a country that is surrounded by Iran, Pakistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and China. Right, they have a 47-mile long border with China, right? This is a country that has a population of 38 million as of 2019. The vast majority of the population is inside of, basically the Himalayan mountains, right? The entire population lives in basically the northeast of the country, right? And that's where Kabul is located. Only 25% of the entire population is urbanized, right? So that means the vast majority of these individuals all live somewhere in the mountains in some tribal region, basically in a little village somewhere, right? These are all the roads in Afghanistan, right? And most of these aren't paved. Like you see all the little yellow lines? These are all the roads in the entire country, and the vast majority of them are not paved, right? So Afghanistan currently has 17,000 kilometers of paved roads and 17,000 kilometers of unpaved roads, right? To give you some perspective about that, right? That's 10,000 miles. It has less paved roads than Rhode Island, right? And a little more than Hawaii. Afghanistan is 252,000 square miles. Rhode Island, for instance, is 1,200 square miles. Just to put some perspective as to why it is this war is unwinnable. This is a place the size of Texas when it comes down to it, right? Afghanistan is the size of Texas, and it has 10,000 miles of paved road, right? During this entire war, right, you know what I'm saying? This, up until, I think this is this year, right? I'm pretty sure 2021 or 2020. We lost 2,448 service members, 3,846 contractors, 66,000 national military and police from Afghanistan, and 1,144, right, allied service members. Afghan civilians were 47,000. We'll take them out of the equation. But just the Taliban and the opposition fighters, 51,000. Afghanistan has lost more people. This is a total here of like 78,000 people, or 74,000 people in all, right? 74,000 human beings have died on our side and only 51,000 on theirs. This is a breakdown of the different tribal regions inside of Afghanistan, right? You know what I'm saying? On the bottom are Pashtuns, and then in the middle are Hazaras, Uzbeks in the north, Turkmens in the north, Balakis down in the southeastern portion, right? And then Nuristanis in the, southeastern side, right? And then Pashais, basically where Kabul's located, right? This is a fucking country the size of Texas, right? Basically, about 10 million less people, right, in Texas than there. And it's basically covered with the Himalayan mountains in the end of the day. Let's be perfectly honest here, right? Let's be perfectly honest about this whole entire ordeal. This is an unwinnable war. This is why, the U.S. government will never go to war with the Appalachians, right? Because you can't fight mountain people in the end of the day, right? This is a country that has never had any trade. This is a country that has never been conquered by anybody. Every empire has come here, got quagmired, tied down, and it ends up destroying your country. It happened to the Greeks. It happened to the Iranians. It happened to the U.S., to the Soviets, and it just happened to the United States. If we would have left back in 2004, 2005, when we discovered that this is basically an unwinnable proposition, things would literally be better right now. The reasons why the Taliban are in charge and why this part of the world is ran by religious fanatics is because of the fact that the United States destabilized it and Britain destabilized it. All of the borders that are drawn here, legitimately, all the borders that are drawn here don't make any sense. All these people should not be living in the same country and trying to be placed all together and vote for policies that don't make any sense to any of them. The whole thing is a giant clusterfuck. Afghanistan should not be a country. Saudi Arabia should not be a country. Iraq should not be a country. Syria should not be a country. None of these countries historically have ever been countries. Right? Legitimately. After the Ottoman Empire fell, which controlled most of this, right? Legit. Like, we redrew the borders. And like, we put all these people together and basically created this ticking time bomb of where we are today. That's the mentality. This is an unwinnable war because we're fighting in a place that doesn't make any sense to anybody because it was drawn in the time that doesn't exist anymore. That's what's going on. We are 4 levels deep of what the fuck are we doing? And people are complaining about Joe Biden leaving. The military drug its feet when fucking Trump tried to leave. Obama continued the Bush doctrine, which was ridiculous to begin with. Nobody has any idea what's going on. If you want to read something crazy, go read the Afghanistan papers that the the Washington Post put out. It's insane. Legitimately, they have no idea. No one has any clue. You can literally walk around to the military members who were there a year ago and ask them, what is the mission? And they go, well, I don't fucking know. Because nobody had any idea what the hell's going on in this country. Thank God we're leaving. Because there's no reason for us to be here. There's no reason for anybody to be there. Except the Afghanis. These are mountain people. 27% urbanization? Why would you even fight that war? Oh, we mean we're going to go into the mountains and hunt people down one by fucking one? When did that seem like a good idea? Let's keep this all the way 100 about this. This is a dumb war with a dumb premise for dumb reasons fought by dumb people. I'm not saying like the generals. Dumb people. This is a giant boondoggle. Legit. This is like paying somebody to fill in a hole that gets emptied out every day. Right? You're just dumping money in this. You could have made more sense. We would have got more use out of our money if we would have burned it for heat. Let's keep it 100. Is what it is. Yo, look. Tom P's of Pnoid News. Hopefully y'all enjoy this. Holla at me. Peace be like one. Later.